Hi guys. First and foremost, long time no see. I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. Everything has just been so crazy lately. I got a new job, and so I was starting that, and my 21st birthday was last week, and crazy shenanigans. So everything's just been kind of crazy and up in the air. I'm trying to move into a new apartment where I go to school, so everything has just been but I have been reading all your comments and all of your messages, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for everything that you've said to me. You guys really, it's just so awesome to, like, if I'm having a bad day or I'm tired or exhausted and I get on YouTube and I read y'all's messages, and they're just so comforting and so sweet. And there has been a couple like mean ones, but honestly, like, your guys' comments have completely just overshadowed any negative comments that I've gotten, any harsh criticism, anything. I'm just so glad that I'm able to help you all just find some relaxation at night, or just feel better about yourself, or feel better about the day, or whatever it may be. It's really important to me that I'm able to do that for you guys, and so I just want to say a humongous thank you to all of you who have been supporting me and just leaving me wonderful comments and sending me messages and everything. So I'm going to try to kind of crank out as many videos as I can this weekend, and so we'll see how many I can get done. I have a lot of requests to go through, so I'm going to try to fulfill everybody's. Some of them may be not what you're looking for. I have a lot of really girly ones. I have a lot of really random talk ones. I have some roleplay videos. I just have so many requests that I want to do for all of you guys, but I'm going to try to get through all of them as fast and quickly as I can. So today I'm going to do a video based on my favorite books that have read in the past and books that I'm currently reading. I got a request to do this after I mentioned that I'm a reader, I think in my About Me video, or yeah, About Me tag or whatever. And so this is the easiest one that I can do at this moment, at this time, and I wanted to get something up for you guys, so I'm going to start with that. So, I've mentioned in my About Me video, or About Me tag, or whatever, that my all-time favorite book is Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it still is. I don't know where it is at the moment. I might have let someone borrow it or something. But that is my all-time favorite book, and there's a movie coming out, and that I'm so excited for. But it's a book that I would literally recommend to everybody, and I feel like that is what really, to me, what determines a good book. Like, for myself, like, what would I recommend to every person? And it would be that. I want, like, every kid, before they're going, like, they're a freshman in high school, I want them to read it. I just, like, anybody who hasn't read it, I recommend it. It's just so good, and it just makes everything feel so much more real and everything. So if you haven't read that, I would recommend you reading that, because it's really awesome, and it's my all-time favorite. It's called Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. It's very short, so you could probably get through it. One of my other favorite books is Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. This was a book before it was a movie, and almost everybody knows about the movie, and the movie is fantastic as well, but I really like the book, just because I like how smart the writing is, and it's in the same way the movie is. Just everything that's getting said, everything that Edward Norton character, who doesn't have a name, like, everything he's saying just about life and about business and about who he is as a person and a consumer. You're hearing, but you're so focused on the plot line, you're kind of missing. But when you read the book, you gotta kind of soak it all in, and it's really good. It's a very thin book, so it's pretty easy to read. However, it's pretty adult content, mature content. But I really love this book. Marla Singer is one of my all-time favorite characters. And I really recommend you reading this book. If you haven't seen the movie, And even if you have seen the movie, check out the book if you liked the movie, because it's great. And even if you didn't like the movie, it's a really, really awesome book. So, Fight Club. My dog, I'm sorry if you hear him again. So, Fight Club is one of my favorite books, and so is The Hunger Games, which is kind of funny because they're all popular now. I read them a while back, before I even knew there was a movie coming out. I think my freshman year at college or my senior year in high school, I don't remember which one, but I've let so many people borrow the book that I had to buy a new one because it was falling apart and had stains all over it. But Hunger Games is just such a good, smart novel, and I know there is Battle Royale, which is pretty similar to Hunger Games. However, I really like the different characters, the different character development, and I like where the story goes. So I definitely recommend you checking The Hunger Games out if you haven't yet and are kind of feeling like, oh, it's kind of like the Twilight phenomenon thing. It just got popular. It's probably really bad. But it's nothing like Twilight at all. So I would definitely recommend this book if you like dystopian novels. And even if you didn't, like, I wasn't really into that when I first picked this up. I thought I was going to hate the book and ended up falling in love with it. So it's very good. It's very entertaining. So if that's something you're looking for, I would check out The Hunger Games. You can get them very cheap now since they're so popular, so I would definitely check that out. Next, one of my other favorite books, which is kind of a weird, I don't know where I just put it. Oh, one of my other favorite books, which is a kind of a weird book, is called The Lover's Dictionary. And I like random, I'm really big into random like monologues sometimes that like just are like fast and deep and just like hard hitting. And this is a very interesting novel because it goes through the whole entire alphabet, and it literally will just give like nouns or verbs describing the relationship that this guy was in, and it's just like breathtaking. And there's just like one little snippet there, and this is like those mornings when we kiss and surrender for an hour before we say a single word, which that sounds really romantic and cheesy, but it's very good, and I like everything about it. And I just like things that make me feel like a human, make me feel real, and less like a fantasy character, less like Twilight, less all of that, and something that's just real in life, and it happens, and you feel it, and you know that you feel it and that other people around the world feel it too. And that's what this book and Perks of Being a Wallflower hits me like that, like more than anything else in the world. And so does this book. So I would definitely check it out. It's very, very quick read, considering, you know, like a page only has like that much on it, or like a sentence or so. And it just spans through the relationship, and you see like the dysfunctional part of it and the loving part of it and just everything. It's a very good portrait of a average relationship, I would say. So I really like that a lot. Now, I decided that I would share with you some of the ones that I really, really liked, and then the ones that I'm currently reading now, because I read a lot of books, and there's some books that I like that are good, but they don't like hit me hard and are things that I want to constantly recommend to people. But I'll tell you the ones I'm reading like now. I mentioned that I'm a Christian, and so I'm reading Blue Like Jazz, which is a phenomenal book. This is probably going to become one of my favorites. The reason that I like this particular book is because I'm not a Christian who likes to shove things down people's throat. I'm not a Christian who feels like my way or the highway. And I may be wrong in that, people may see that, but I would rather love somebody, have my beliefs, and love someone, and if they have their own beliefs, let them believe it. Like, all I can do is tell them about mine if they want to know, but like shoving someone's religion and all that stuff down somebody's throat isn't at all gonna help at all, you know? So I just rather love somebody. I feel like ultimately I just want to love you, so whatever, like, I have my thing, you have your thing, why does it matter if they're the same or they're different? So, and I kind of feel like, not necessarily like he feels like that in this book, but it's just kind of this guy's life, finding God and like his experience, and it's not at all preachy, it's not at all like a lot of Christian books are, like you need to get on your knees and repent or you're gonna burn in the fiery flames. It literally is just like, this is my life, and this is kind of when I found God, when I didn't find God, when I had a good time, when I didn't have a good time, and just like a whole memoir, like, and it's awesome. I really, really like this for that. My dog is attacking stuffed animals. So that's really good, and I recommend if you're kind of, you know, into that kind of thing, you're a Christian or you're not a Christian, looking into that or whatever, if you just this sounds good, check it out. There's actually a movie that just came out based on this novel as well that I really wanted to see, but I didn't get a chance to, so if you're not really interested in reading it, you could definitely watch the movie. I don't know if it's any good or not though, so take that with a grain of salt. Now, what I'm currently reading right now is the Divergent trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. I'm pretty sure it's a trilogy. I finished Divergent, and I'm almost done with Insurgent. Franca! I finished Divergent, and almost done with Insurgent, like I said, and literally such a great book. It got me right back into the dystopian feeling again, but it feels nothing like The Hunger Games. It's completely different feeling. So if you like The Hunger Games but you're looking for something new, or you did like The Hunger Games but you still kind of like the dystopian idea, like, these are really awesome for that. They're just fiction. They're good, they're entertaining. I'm not saying like it's the best writing I have ever read at all, but they're entertaining, and I do like to read things that entertain me, and so this is really good. It is a big chunk, but honestly, like, if you're a reader, you'll get through it really fast because it's pretty, like, suspenseful and it keeps going. The same thing with Insurgent. I started it and I sat at a coffee shop for 4 hours reading this book, and absolutely loving it. So I recommend these books if you're looking for something like that, another dystopian kind of feel, because they're really great and they take you away. And I love fiction that takes me away, and I love real hard-hitting life stories, which also Blue Like Jazz is too. I meant to throw that in there. Like, it's also one of the hard-hitting, like, that's life, that's how it feels kind of thing. Okay, so I think that is all the books that I wanted to talk about. Those are mainly the books that I really, really like. I read a lot of books, but those are the ones that are my favorite and the ones that I'm currently reading right now, the kind of series I'm reading right now. So I hope this was good for those of you who requested this. I know it's not super ASMR triggery, but I did try to be a little bit more soft-spoken in it. But that is one thing checked off my list. Now, I'm gonna start on my other ones. I gotta figure out how to do a couple of them. Some of them, you give me such awesome, great ideas that I'd never seen before in the ASMR community. But that being said, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Because they're just like rough concepts, and you're like, do what you ever want with them. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll try it. So, oh, and as for the whole pixie debate, I have decided to grow my hair out, and it's funny because when I first posted that video, everybody was like, grow your hair out, grow your hair out, grow your hair out, and now everybody's like, no, keep the pixie, like, overwhelmingly keep the pixie, and I'm growing it out, not because I didn't like y'all's advice or anything, but because I just miss having hair, so I'm just gonna grow out for a while, we'll see how it's going, but I hate what it looks like right now. It's so bushy, and I just hate it. So we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, so I hope you guys are all well. I hope that this video was somewhat enjoyable, and I will see you guys all very soonly, I'm sure. Soonly. What am I gonna say? It's like I'm talking on the phone. Weird person. I'm tired, and I'm continually to ramble. Okay, I'll see you guys soon, I'm sure, because I'll be seeing the screen and your comments, so I will see your comments if you comment. I'm trying to like atone for this. It's not working. Have a good night and weekend and week, and I hope your summer's awesome. Yes, that's what I want to say. Okay, bye guys.